Hello Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Capricorn, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, let's get started. So Capricorn, we do have the Fool, we have the Lovers, and then we also have the Empress to the Five of Wands. Okay, Capricorn, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I do see you falling for someone. Now, it could be somebody fairly new. I am definitely getting that, for some of you out there. For some of you, you could have been connecting with this person for quite some time now, but for the vast majority of you, this could definitely represent somebody fairly new, but you're falling for someone. And I don't necessarily feel like... I don't necessarily feel like you wanted to fall for this person or anyone at that, to be completely honest, but you find yourself falling for this person. I am definitely getting that. I just kind of feel like you experienced a really bad experience in love to the point where you found yourself never wanting to essentially fall for another person again. And here you are, you know what I mean? Falling, for another person, aka this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. Like I said, I just don't feel like this is something that you wanted to essentially transpire and or happen ever again, as far as falling for a person is concerned, or allowing yourself to fall for, a person is concerned. But it looks like it's happening. It looks like it's happening. Okay. How does this person currently view this relationship with Capricorn? Okay. All right, we got the Page of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles to the Five of Wands. Okay. You're not the only person here that never wanted to essentially fall in love ever again, because I feel like the same, happen with this person that you find yourself currently connecting with. I feel like, after that bad experience that they went through with that, person that they were dealing with prior to obviously meeting you, caused them to never want to fall in love with, a person ever again, or fall for a person ever again. But it looks like they find themselves falling for you, just like you're falling for them. I just think that after the two of you experience this really bad experience in love, it just caused the two of you to want nothing to do with love. It just caused the two of you to never want to fall in love, ever again. Because when you guys love hard. When you find yourself in a connection with someone, you like to give that someone your all, but you're connecting with somebody who's just like you, believe it or not. When this person finds themselves falling for a person, they'll turn around and give that person their all. And that's exactly what they find themselves doing with you. I just kind of feel like the both of you made a promise to one another, not to one another, but to yourselves, I'm sorry, to never fall in love with another person ever again, to never invest all that you have to give into a person, ever again. And it's just based off of, the experience that you guys both had in you guys' previous relationships is basically what I'm getting, that caused the two of you to make this promise to yourselves to never love again, to never invest all that you have to give into a person ever again. And it kind of looks like that's exactly what we see the two of you doing, with one another. The very thing that you guys both promised yourselves you guys would never do again. Okay, fair enough. At the end of the day, Capricorn, the heart wants what the heart wants. And it looks like your heart wants them, and it looks like their heart basically wants you. Okay, how does Capricorn feel? We have the Justice card, we got the Four of Wands, and then we also have the Emperor out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Pentacles, and then we also have the Eight of Cups. Very, very soon, I do see you discovering this person's true intentions here when it comes down to you, because right now you're kind of sitting in this energy of trying to figure out what this person's intentions are towards you. Are they here because they want, something serious with you, or are they here, for other reasons, is basically what I'm getting. So it kind of looks like you're trying to like really figure that out. Like, what is this person's intentions here? Are they here because they really want something serious, or are they here for other reasons? And I do see you discovering, you know, the answer to your burning question. I think that you're going to discover that this person's actually here because they want to build towards something serious, you know, with you, is basically what I'm gathering. You know, it's very important for you to figure out their intentions towards you, especially because this is somebody that you find yourself developing all of these emotions for. You know, you don't want to continue to develop all these emotions for somebody who isn't looking for anything serious or doesn't want anything serious. So the fact that you're discovering this person actually does want something serious with you is going to bring a whole lot of relief to you. I am definitely getting that, because you were very worried and concerned about that. You were very worried and concerned that you were falling for somebody who may not be ready for anything serious or want anything serious. But the fact that you're discovering they actually do want something serious with you, it's going to bring a lot of relief into your life. In regards to how this person is currently feeling about you and this dynamic that they share with you. You know, with the Hierophant to the Devil coming out here side by side, you know, that to me, you know, feels like an energy of for better or for worse, okay? You know, this person wants this dynamic that they share with you to be their last relationship. In other words, you know, they want this relationship between the two of you to honestly work. They know that they're going to experience some trying times with you. They know that there's going to be times where they're going to be faced with, you know, obstacles within this dynamic that they share with you, moments of adversity within this dynamic that they share with you, but they're willing to do whatever it takes at this point, you know, to make this relationship, you know, between the two of you work. They're very like realistic when it comes down to like what they know that they're going to experience with you. Realistically speaking, they know that they're going to experience some good moments with you, but they also know that they're going to experience some bad moments with you. But they do know without a shadow of a doubt that you are the person that they want to be with. You are the person that they will love to essentially grow old with. Like if this was like Burger King have it their way, they would basically want you for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Through the good times, through the bad times, like they want you and this dynamic that they share with you to be in this person's life for the rest of their life. So that's kind of telling me right off the bat that this is somebody who truly does want you and their relationship that they share with you to literally be their last relationship. They don't want to start over. In other words, like they want this relationship to be a success at the end of the day. Now, with these three cards coming out as well, this could also indicate that this person is definitely thinking of marriage when it comes down to you. Now, if this person doesn't believe in marriage, you know, this is somebody who, again, you know, wants to grow old with you. You know, this is somebody who wants you to be in their life for the rest of their life. So even if this person doesn't believe in marriage, you know, you're the person that they want to grow old with, to be honest. You're the person that they want to grow old with. If this person has to experience some trying times and bad times, you know, they rather experience those hard times and bad times, you know, with you and no one else. This person has to, you know, do whatever it is that they have to do on their end to make this relationship work. They're willing to basically do that when it comes down to you and this dynamic that they share with you. So yeah, when it comes down to you and their relationship with you, they're very realistic about it. They know that they're going to experience some good times with you and bad times with you, but this person is very determined to stick by your side through the good and the bad times. You know, no matter what life throws, you know, their way. Like I said, they come off to me as somebody who is determined to be by your side, you know, no matter what, is basically what I'm getting. Through the good and the bad times. This person's here to stay and do whatever it takes to make this relationship work. Okay, I like that about them though. I do. Definitely do like that about them. What actions will Capricorn take towards this person or moving forward? So we do have the Ten of Swords to the Six of Cups, and then we also have the King of Wands out here. You know, I feel like you're going to be very blown away by this person, and here's why. And I think that we all kind of do this, to be honest, where we like prejudge, you know, a person like before truly getting to actually know that person. I feel like with this person, maybe that's something that you did. And I'm just saying that just based off of the energy that I'm seeing here. You know, for a lot of you, you may have thought to yourself, oh, this person is not looking for anything serious, just to find out that they actually are looking looking for something serious. Oh, maybe this person is just a playboy playgirl like energy, just to find out that they're not. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of feel like you prejudge this person without fully getting to know them. And as time goes on, and you really get to know this person, the more you start to find yourself realizing, oh wow, like they're actually not like this playboy playgirl like energy like I thought they were. Oh wow, like this person's actually looking for something, you know, serious. Definitely didn't think that about them at first. Like, I just kind of feel like you thought certain things about this person when you initially met them, and those things that you initially thought about them, I am definitely getting, were very, very negative. But like I said, it's like you decided to kind of get to know them either which way, and I feel like the more you got to know them, the more you started to kind of realize for yourself, like, okay, like they're not as bad as I thought they were. Oh, they're not this playboy playgirl like energy like I thought they were. And oh wow, they're actually looking for something serious. Definitely didn't think that, you know. So yeah, I feel like the more you get to know this person, the more you're going to start to like see for yourself how serious they actually are about you and building towards a life with you. We have the Ace of Wands, we got the Two of Cups, with the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Three of Swords out here, to the Six of Swords, to the High Priestess, with the Hierophant to the High Priestess coming out here. There's a huge possibility that this could be the person that you end up getting married to. So when it comes down to, when it comes down to how this person, well, let me not say that. What I wanted to actually say was when it comes down to how this person plans on moving forward. With the Ace of Wands, so the Two of Cups, so the Four of Cups coming out here, at the end of the day, this person knows that they want you and this dynamic that they share with you. And they want this relationship between the two of you to be a successful relationship. Is basically what I'm gathering. I just kind of feel like this person's really hoping and praying that no matter what life throws in your direction or in their direction, they really, really do hope and pray that you never turn around and leave their side, is basically what I'm getting, because they want somebody to like be in their life through the good and the bad times. Just like they're willing to be there for you through the good and the bad times, they truly do want you to be in this person's life through the good and the bad times, because at the end of the day, you're going to experience some really awesome moments with this person. Then there's going to be times where you guys are going to experience some challenging moments with one another. And I feel like this person just has a history of dealing with people that tend to get up and walk away the moment things get hard. You know, this is that type of person that doesn't really know how to give up on the person that they love, but unfortunately for them, they've experienced many experiences in love with people who end up getting up and walking away the moment things get hard, the moment things get challenging, and they're really hoping that you don't turn around and do that to them, because realistically speaking, y'all are going to experience some good times and some bad times. It is what it is. No relationship is perfect, but this person is just really, really hoping that no matter what life throws you guys' way, they're just hoping that you don't get up and walk away from them just like everybody else has. That you don't get up and abandon them just like everybody else has. Because this person knows what it's like to get abandoned by the very person that they love and care for deeply. And they're just hoping and praying that, you know, you don't put them through that, because like I said, this person's very determined to stick by your side through the good and the bad times. No matter what life throws in their direction, your direction, or in this relationship's direction, they're very determined to stick by your side no matter what. Like, walking away from you and what they share with you is just not an option in their mind. Not an option. And they're really hoping that that's the case, you know, with you. They're really hoping that that's the case with you. They're really hoping that when things do get challenging and hard, that you don't up and leave them, because they'll never do that to you. At the end of the day, and I just said this in a reading, you know, love is a gamble. It truly is. Love is a gamble, you know. But I always recommend people to, you know, roll the dice either which way, because you never know. You know, you might win, you might lose. Like I said, love truly is a gamble, but this relationship between the two of you, it looks very, very promising. I will say that it looks very, very promising. A lot of good could come out of this entire relationship. I am definitely getting that. I just kind of feel like their biggest thing is that they just want you to wake up every morning and choose them, no matter what. They just want you to wake up every morning and choose them, like they're willing to do with you. You know, they're willing to wake up every morning and choose you, even during the times where y'all can't stand each other. You know what I mean? Like, they're still gonna wake up every morning and choose you. They're just hoping and praying that every morning you wake up, you turn around and you choose them, no matter what, no matter what's going on, you know, between the two of you. Like I said, there's a huge possibility that the two of you might end up getting married to one another. Yeah, there's a huge possibility that you guys might end up getting married to one another. But one thing that I do like about what's going on your end is that you're going to start to like really discover a lot about this person. And these things that you're going to discover about this person are things that are going to make you think and believe that you don't actually have anything to worry about when it comes down to this person, which is going to bring a lot of peace into your mind, and it's going to cause you to feel like you don't have anything to worry about when it comes down to this person. So I really do love that for you. I think that time will essentially reveal to this person, you know, whether or not, you know, you are going to be by this person's side through the good and the bad times. Like, they're willing to be there for you. I think that time will, you know, essentially reveal that to them. You know, don't get me wrong. There's going to be times where you guys are going to face moments of adversity within your relationship with one another, to the point where it might just become a little bit too much for you, to the point where you might find yourself, you know, questioning like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? Like, should I really be with this person? Is this honestly the person for me? But I feel like somehow, some way, the universe will always bring the two of you back together, time and time again. And listen, there's going to be times where they're going to find themselves, you know, in that same old energy of like, wait a minute, like, is this really for me? Like, is this the person I'm supposed to be with? And then, you know, time will, you know, reveal to this person that they're exactly with, you know, who they're supposed to be, and they're exactly where they're supposed to be, which is basically with you. So I think that that's a very common thing for anybody to experience in a relationship, where when things get hard and challenging, they find themselves questioning like, why am I with this person? Why am I here? But I feel like somehow, some way, the universe will always bring the two of you back together. I just think that you guys need to remind yourself why. Why did you choose them, and why did they choose you? So when times get hard, because it's going to happen, it's going to happen, y'all both have to remind yourself why you guys chose one another to begin with. And I feel like that's what's going to always bring the two of you back together time and time again, because there's a reason why you chose them, and there's a reason why, you know, they chose you. And I just think that when things get challenging and hard, you guys have to remind yourself of that. Why did you guys choose one another to begin with? Because you have 99 reasons as to why you chose them, and they got 99 reasons as to why they chose you. So don't allow moments of adversity that you guys face within your relationship with one another to forget the why you chose them and why they chose you. All right, so that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.